This is a testament to my connection with the world around me, and it's very much my companion now, bearing witness to everything I've experienced on this journey. This is a testament to my connection with the world around me, and it's very much my companion now.
Hey, Tardy. How much power do you run on?
Traffic illuminator.
Standard
The
output,
ghost girl.
200 units. Compliant with dormitory
What's the other
safety
campus
protocols.
history? Oh, right. The academy.
Detected. Strong behavior and spectrum signature.
Hey, Tardy.
Attention, the start of program T11.
Thank you. You don't need to go any further. I can head back to the Research Institute by myself. You too. Huh?
Something wrong?
It's a notice from the collective. The Royan delegation cancelled the meeting. The ceremony is now on hold. That's odd. Warren handles Royan communications. I'll ask him what's going on when I'm back at the Institute. Since that slot is free now, I can use the time to recalibrate. That isn't on the list. The new solar ceremony is nearly upon us. It's the culmination of decades of work. Everyone at the collective is giving their all to realize it. Last time we met at the Institute, we made each other a promise. Do you still remember? Would you like to attend the new solar ceremony? I'd want you there to witness it. The rise of the new sun, and humanity taking their first steps into the future they've built with their own hands.
We did promise to witness it together, didn't we?
Yes. As the ceremony draws near, the Space Trek Collective will become increasingly occupied. Opportunities to meet like this will be rare, but this promise will still stand.
Before my power is spent, I have little time left. The only choice now is to force the Heliogyre to a standstill. The last of its strength I will share with you. So fade you will not. But you must hurry. Before that, take this memory to him. Take it to the one they call Arbiter.
What happened? Are you all right?
I saw someone's memory.
Whoa, you scared me. And just now, a frequency jumped into your tacit mark. It felt like some kind of connection.
Can you trace where it came from, Abby?
Huh? I smell it. Coming from over there.
Good. Let's go check it out. I'm fine now, Mornier. Sorry to worry you. You must need to get back to the Space Trek Collective, right?
That's okay.
But you just...
You looked shaken just now. I'll stay with you. If it involves more frequency loss, I'd like to stay close to transport you to the infirmary.
Transport me?
Huh? The frequency that connected with you was coming from here, but now I don't smell a thing.
The voice from earlier said it would share the last of the Heliogyre's strength so it wouldn't fade. It must be that Solaskin. Did it eventually vanish here?
Did you find what you're looking for?
No. The trail ends here. But I saw other things in that memory.
Yes. The Heliogyre is one of the most important components of the new solar ceremony. Hyvatia can monitor environmental data, but raw observational data on the reactor drive can only be obtained from the Heliogyre, a component of the Exostrider itself. Only the Roya tribe can discern the Heliogyre's readings. That's why the Collective need their cooperation during the new solar ceremony.
In that memory, I heard a voice say he would force the Heliogyre to a standstill.
A standstill? You're saying you heard a voice asking for help, saying he would stop the Heliogyre's workings. Could that be why the meeting was cancelled?
When I handled the Void Worm, a voice told me to protect the sun. Whoever she is, I don't think she intends harm. She offered to help. For now, I'll do what she suggested. And one thing is certain. The one who knows me by my Arbiter title needs my help. Yet another problem tied to the Research Institute. We shouldn't reveal our plans to them just yet. I need to find out who he is, Mornier. Do you know any Roya who are familiar with the tribe's inner workings?
I do have some Royan students. They might know who he is. It's class hours at the academy. Should we head back?
Help! Help! Maya! Maya! Someone, please help! Otherwise our thesis data will disappear entirely!
Don't worry. If you see a student shouting help and thesis in the same breath, no matter how loudly they scream, it's never really an emergency. But Maya is one of the Royan students I mentioned. Since you're looking for her, we might as well see what it's about.
Oh, calm down, Maya. Calm down. Good. They've stopped for now. Maybe I should just shut them down? No. If I force the shutdown, I'll lose the data. Our thesis. Oh, somebody help.
No. It's just a routine malfunction.
Professor Monnier? Oh no, I've been caught out of class. Wait, let me explain. I wasn't skipping class. I'm here for a very good reason. It's so,
Even if you beg me, credits will still be deducted. Why don't you start by explaining yourself?
Well, these are probe robots from a few days ago. We sent them out to measure void matter concentrations in the tundra. We thought we'd finish collecting the data before class, but when we tried to approach them, they started attacking us. I chased them all the way here. That's why I missed the class today.
The internal exoswarm material was eroded by void matter. That's what caused the malfunction. This should have been covered in your material science coursework. Such material is inherently unstable and can only be used in controlled environments.
I'm so sorry.
For safety reasons, you'll need to shut down the units first, then clean the contaminated parts with void matter. But approaching them right now may lead to further damage. We need a pulse generator to stunt them from a distance. I'll submit a request. No, wait! That's against...
Scanning. Target. Erect.
Never mind. I'll...
One with the sounds.
Modeling complete. Processing complete. Now, they're back to normal.
Great. Do you think...
It's still there. But sending the robots out there broke the experiment protocol.
What? But... Oh, well... Thanks anyway for helping out. Professor Monnier and...
Maya, we do have something we'd like to ask you.
You want to find a Roya in black robes with gold embroidery, wearing a headpiece shaped like two horns? The horns are a symbol of the Exostrider. Shepherds wear them, but no shepherd would wear a robe like that. Could be someone higher up, like the Soul Swarm from the Sol Asylum, or even one of the Heliotic Six.
The Heliotic Six? They're the ones who are supposed to give us the Heliogyre's readings.
That's right. They're the 6 most powerful members of the Roya tribe. The highest in rank, too. I've heard that they use the Heliogyre to predict everything, from bird migrations to void storms. They know it all.
How do I meet with one of them?
Oh, that might be hard. They never leave the Sol Asylum. It's surrounded by light all year round. Very few Roya are even allowed to enter. But maybe you could try meeting with one of the unappointed Heliodixics. Sigrika is currently out researching in the Frostlands. The only other one around is Fosia Ingvar, but he doesn't show himself much. If you want to find him, my mum might be able to help. She's a Royan shepherdess over at Artuya camp. Name's Astrid. Now then, I'd better get back to my class before I lose all my credits. Who knew I'd run into trouble today? I even asked my mum to help me with the robot.
Very good. Good luck with your thesis paper. I'm better at talk. Did you learn what you needed?
The last person that those robots likely saw before they lost control was Maya's mother. I think we can talk to her under the guise of a friendly house visit.
In that case, I can accompany you as a professor from the academy. It's okay. It will simply be a convenient title. Would it be okay for you to act as my mentor?
But aren't you going to tell me that I should report this to the academy to handle?
I was just thinking of ways to help you find who you're looking for. Your reasons are your own. I trust your judgment. And you can tell me later? Yes. Feel free to give me pointers too, mentor. I think the person I am now can be of help to you.
Still recognize me?
Keep up! I shall bear witness.
Is my mentor. Let me try that again.
What are you...
Just practicing. I'm not very good at speaking with parents, and this time I don't have an assistant to help write a script for me.
Why don't you leave it to me? You just focus on what you're good at.
All right.
Hi, are you Astrid? Maya's mom?
Greetings? Yes, I am. And you two are?
Yes. And this is Rover, a senior professor at the academy. We've come for a home visit.
A home visit? Has the girl broken any school rules? Could she? I am deeply sorry. I should have taught her better. Whatever she has done, I offer my apologies to the Academy on her behalf. Is the punishment severe? If compensation is needed, I will pay for it myself.
Professor Mornier, could you explain how Maya's...
Yes, as my mentor just explained, she failed to follow the proper protocol. She used unstable exoswarm material in her design, which led the robot to act unpredictably. I've already spoken to her about the dangers of using materials susceptible to void matter during field research.
Void matter? What exactly are you asking? I am sorry. I have not studied at your Star Torch Academy. I'm not familiar with your terms.
Her demeanor changed just now. She's hiding something. Maybe more pressure. We need to understand the full scope of the robot's malfunction. We understand that this morning, it was you who helped Maya activate the robots and enable autorun.
Yes, exactly what my mentor said. Please, lead us to the site of the incident. Once we're there, I'll reconstruct the robot's actions from the trace evidence.
No, we can't. If the robot's path is traced, it will expose that thing. I'm deeply sorry. Yes, help Maya activate the robots. I did.
That's a void storm. How can this be?
We need to ensure the safety of those here first. Questions can wait. Let's go.
That looks like the center of the storm ahead. Let's see what we're dealing with. Energy consumption increasing. We're in the Void Storm's range now. Check that your FCR is working. Don't stray too far from me. Be careful. The exoswarm here has been contaminated. Initiating criticality protocol. Maximum power.
Checkmate.
There's something over there.
Down here. Some kind of weird device.
A device? Leave the mechanical work to me. Steady now. Looks like it was this. With this shutdown, the Void Storm is gone. No, I've just read a lot about this. From its structure, it looks like a canister that can both store and emit energy.
Ah! This is so stinky! smells just like that giant worm you fought. Didn't we deal with it already?
Giant worm? You mean the void worm? Huh, I see. It's capturing frequencies with high precision, storing energy data. It's based on ecological models, tracking activity in natural field modulator. Parametric projection. Oh, sorry. Right. Simply put, this device extracted the void worm's frequency and used itself as the epicenter to spread void matter. That storm just now was artificially created. Maya's probe got contaminated because they likely made contact with it by accident.
Huh? Did you guys just...
It's coming from under that heap of exoswarm material. Let's go take a look.
A smooth journey.
It's a Solaskin. Yes, these special creatures typically linger around the Roya tribe. Royan records state that Solaskin first appeared in Lahai Roy the day the Exostrider fell from the sky. They're believed to be fragments of the Exostrider's consciousness. The shepherds protect them, shielding them from voidstorm contamination until they mature and return to the solace trees in Biarter Woods. This one must have hidden under the exoswarm wreckage when the voidstorm broke out.
This feels like what happened back at the academy. I just saw the Solaskin's memories. That Royan woman planted the device here and triggered the void storm. This Solaskin is the only survivor.
So our suspicions about Astrid are confirmed. Should we go back to the camp and talk to her?
No need. I heard everything. I did place this device here. A few days ago, I was shepherding mature Solaskin to Bjartur Woods when I met Fossier Ingvar. He looked tired, like he had just finished speaking to someone. When he saw me, he looked shocked and left quickly. I saw the device fall from his sleeve. I did not think much of it. I plan to return it to him the next time we meet. But the Soliskin did not like it. It had an unnatural energy. I did not want to keep it at the camp, but I also did not want Ingvar to know I had taken it. So I buried it here. The rest, you already know.
So this device is for Seer Ingvar's. Mentor, what do you make of this? I trust your judgment. This for Seer Ingvar is the one Maya mentioned before. The unappointed member of the Heliotic Six.
No, that is impossible. Each of these successors is chosen when their resonance ability first awakens. Even if someone decides the position, it is impossible to change the appointment.
Meaning no one can threaten Ingvar's position.
But he could harbor animosity toward the current Heliotic Six. Ingvar is still our lead to find them. Things are getting complicated. A direct approach with Ingvar might...
The Solis Islands people usually abide in the village bordering Bjartur Woods, called Haldarheim. It is the time of the right of return. The Soliskin will return to the Solis trees and to the Exostrider. As is tradition, Forseer Ingvar will attend the rite. But you are not Roya. You may not be allowed to witness the rite.
Wait, but we did find this little one here.
Is this the Soliskin you saved? Well, perhaps you may attend as shepherds. Soliskin have been companions to the Roya for hundreds of years. If they hear that you saved one, they will be grateful.
I've never been this close to a Soliskin before. Please let me know if I'm doing something wrong.
System integration complete.
Let's go save the world!
Drive safe!
needs her sword. Pretty cool, right? Keep up!
You too. Please halt. From your clothing, I see of my people you are... Oh, a Soliskin. How interesting. Soliskin trust only those they feel safe with. It's trust you have earned. My thanks for guiding it back. But I must ask, I sense one of you carries the aura of the Space Trek Collective. The other from the vast world beyond the Frostlands. Why come under the guise of shepherds?
Not sure who here knows what Ingvar did. Best not to mention. We rescued the Soliskin from a void storm. We were told they needed to return here for the rite of return.
Void storm? You mean the one just before? Then grateful I must be to you both. But ask I must. The Void Storm. It happened near Atuya camp, yes? A shepherdess named Astrid abides there. Saved the stray Soliskin you did, yet entrusted to a true shepherdess you did not.
forgot about that. Without a solid reason.
Because Astrid has been hiding something from you.
Your meaning?
Astrid's daughter Maya is a student at Star Torch Academy. She conducted experiments that broke protocol and caused damage to school property. Maya is now facing harsh punishment. Astrid is busy handling the consequences and cannot fulfill her duties as a shepherdess. According to the Star Torch Academy faculty code, as Maya's teachers, it is our duty to address the repercussions of a student's actions. Since Astrid can't shepherd the Solaskin, we must step in to do so ourselves.
I should have known Astrid's daughter would stir such trouble. A tangled weave this time. But she will go to great lengths for her girl. And the Academy's willingness to come this far is unexpected. Forgive my earlier words. You saved the Solaskin and helped our people. The title of shepherd you have earned. Tonight we hold a feast for tomorrow's rite of return. Join us as a gesture to make amends for my earlier rudeness. Come, from this day forth, the Roya call you friends. Rest at the camp if you wish. The feast will begin at the 8th hour of the night.
There's still some time before the feast begins. Maybe someone here knows something about Foreseer Ingvar.
Keep up!
I don't want to go to the village school. I want to ride a...
Cured Google's upset stomach with but a gin.
When I roamed the world about, what I missed most. It is time we feast. Tomorrow marks the rite of return, where we send our beloved Solaskin back to the great body of the Exostrider. Into radiant light, they will transform to join its sacred form. Farewell it will be, yet a new beginning as well. For when the Exostrider wakes, we will reunite in its body. let us put aside the sorrow of parting and embrace the joy of new life with good food and drink. But heed this, my friends. Too much drink you will not have. Should you make a fool of yourself in tomorrow's rite, help I will not give.
We will face Forseer Ingvar tomorrow. I've simulated 73 possible outcomes, but even so, I can't cover every scenario. If I could build a model that covers all possible outcomes, considering the target system, the chaotic condition...
You were quick on your feet earlier. You've already got this.
That's because I believed your approach was effective. I tried to follow along. Did I really do well? Good. Phew.
With that in mind, you can relax a bit now, right?
I know. It wants us to give it a name.
Well, since it's really trying to buddy up to us, how about we call it Buddy?
Ah, it seems to like it.
And it's settled.
Well, that's a relief.
Hello. Will you dance with us and the Soliskin? Grandfather Axel says the Soliskin are happiest when dancing with shepherds.
Oh, but I'm not good at dancing.
I'll join you. Let's dance with Buddy. What do you say?
Hooray!
Our real battle starts tomorrow. Tonight, let's relax a little, Mornay.
Yes. My mentor should take his own advice, too.
Some uninvited guests have arrived.
Where did Mornier go? I'll send her a message. That is something she would say. Not that I know where the 13th planet of Norma is, but at least I can figure out where she is from the picture.
Mentor?
We can drop the act now, right? Or do you think we should continue?
Someone might be listening. We should keep it up to prevent us from being exposed. Do you want to sit for a while? Oh, you noticed. They've been running all day, so their power is low. I plan to wait until they finish charging before coming back. While they charge, I can't move. I feel a bit, embarrassed having you see me like this. It doesn't anymore. Before I had prosthetic legs, I had a condition that kept me in a wheelchair. Now, at least, I don't have to worry about being immobile anymore. I can finally chase after what I really want. I love stars. Beneath Lahairoy's frostlands, the stars here are actually just lights created by atmospheric arrays. Once, someone put it like this to me. It's because we see the stars that humanity imagines what lies beyond the sky. Maybe the stars are humanity's muse. I think so too. But I also believe that reaching the stars isn't enough. There will be a day we build a miracle that lasts longer and is more beautiful than the stars themselves. That's the dream I've carried all this time. And now, I'll use these two legs to take the first step. Exactly. This ceremony is how we retrieve the Exostrider's core energy component. Then we'll use the multiphasic energy conversion model through the superconducting network to inject rebel energy into the neural interface. It will follow a 3-stage activation protocol: the reverse phase oscillation model, then excavation, to finally create a phased array energy field. There's still some time left before my legs finish charging. Let's stargaze a little longer.
Choo-choo!
Okay, little buddy. I'll wake him up now. Mentor, something isn't right. We seem to have a situation at the Outer Woods. I detect signs of a void storm in the woods. Waveform. Analyzing now.
So this is what's causing the panic.
What is it that brings you here? This is a disaster not seen in centuries. We have always believed the Solace Tree's light protects the woods from such storms. The right of return cannot be done. Not in these times.
Let's investigate this together. The signature waveform of this void storm matches the one that device generated before. This is no naturally occurring phenomenon.
When did you have the chance to analyze this?
When my prosthetic legs charge, I prefer to keep my mind occupied. Be careful. Modeling complete. Hover modules ready. Stars, hear my queries. I found the device. It's close to the Solace Tree.
Solace Tree? I have a bad feeling about this. Swift and resolute. Down with the curtain. One with the sounds.
Modeling complete. Guidance ready. Locked in. There are so many contaminated exoswarm here. The void matter concentration is also very high.
Maybe the device Astrid had was incomplete. This could be the real deal.
Command mode engaged. Attack confirmed.
One with the sounds.
Just like before. When it's disabled, the void storm stops. However... if this really was the work of Foreseer Ingvar, what would make him do something like this?
Do not worry. The path has already been laid. At last. Finally.
Mentor? Mentor! Are you alright? Did you see something again? It seemed worse than last time.
This void storm might not just have affected the woods here, but the workings of the Soul Asylum itself. I think that's why I've been seeing visions of this member of the Six.
Greetings. The Shaper once made a prediction. If a visitor from beyond Lahai Roy protects Bjartar Woods from destruction, an invitation to Soul Asylum they will receive. Now, the one from the prediction appears. Soul Asylum. They have their own missions to complete. The road to Soul Asylum is here. Please, follow this path.
Mentor, please. There's something I want to say to you.
What's the matter, Mornier?
I really wish I could accompany you to Soul Asylum. But, yes. When you touch the Solace bus, I lack the ability to connect with them like you do. And the Space Trek Collective's knowledge doesn't align with the ways of the Roya. Instead of joining you, I think there are other ways I can contribute, such as researching the unknowns we still face. Yes. Ingvar should have been present at the rite of return, were it not for that void storm. Additionally, the environment here is unusual. Investigating these no. Well then, I guess this is good. Please, take care.
Keep up!
Woodstorm, Bjartar Woods has stopped. Hello, predicted
That
one.
must be...
Soul Asylum has appeared for you. Please, enter.
You may approach. The Heliotic Six are expecting you, as was predicted.
Keep up!
The dim light here. It's like something I saw in those memories. From this angle, the faint ray. In the center is probably the heliogyre they put to a halt. My tacit mark. It's resonating with this star-like object. Seems like I'm able to move it. pattern on the star with the heliogyre makes it glow. It's feeding power into it. If I channel light from all directions, I should be able to restart the heliogyre.
The heliogyre has awakened. It seems the arbiter foretold in the fractured records is you. Yes. With great reverence is your presence here met. Soul Asylum, as you see it, is not as it once was. 5 of the 6 have lost their minds, and the light of the heliogyre no longer flows. This is why I summoned you. You witnessed the void storm in Bjarta Woods, yes? The solace trees shield the woods from such storms, yet, through malice and dark intent, corrupted were the roots, and so too the heliogyre. The others succumbed to the corruption. Only I was able to sever my link to the heliogyre before the corruption could claim me. With the last of my strength, I turned the 6 stars to halt the heliogyre and prevent the corruption spread. That, at least, ensured that when my strength failed and I fell into slumber, untouched by others, the heliogyre would remain. No one, save for one. Correct. As one of the 6, I can glimpse the near future within the heliogyre. But I am bound here, unable to act. All I could do was send a Solaskin entrusted with my message to you.
That solace cannon vanished just outside the academy.
Because of your actions, the source of the corruption has stopped. The stars are now aligned, and the Heliogyre turns once again. But the other 5 are no more. They can no longer fulfill their roles within the Heliotic Six. I have one final request. But before that, allow me to tell you what the Heliotic Six truly are. Centuries ago, a calamity awoke beneath the ice. The void devoured all, erasing every trace, every existence. In darkness, the Exostrider's blade sealed the threat deep below. It drew its fiery drive, a light that would never fade, lifting it high over the highway sky. Under its glow, the frost did melt, life blossoming with Exoswarm aid. Yet the calamity stirred, its remnants ravaging the living. Thus, the 6 wisest among us became the Heliotic Six. The Exostrider's lens became our Heliogyre. From the drive's turn, the season's laws we discerned. We shed all idle thought to link our minds to the Heliogyre. Our shared cognition converged for mortals to touch the edge of the divine. Since then, the Roya have walked the High Road for centuries. The 6 shared their computational power, weaving a vast network to reach the Exostrider in a dimension beyond mortal understanding. The data we provided to the Space Trek Collective was interpreted through this network. But now, the only one who can continue the calculations is me. The ones chosen for the 6 are born with resonance with the Heliogyre. It cannot be forced. Now the remaining 5 cannot calculate, and there are not enough worthy successors. Even if the Heliogyre resumes its rotations, unable to interpret its readings, we will be. For this reason, the aid I seek is this. With your authority, allow me to bear the calculations of the 6 alone, and act in their stead.
The Heliogyre was meant to be interpreted by 6. If you bear all the calculations alone, what will become of you?
I cannot say. All I know is this. If no one remains to interpret the Heliogyre, the Void Storm's occurrences will be unknown. Life will once more fall into peril. The Space Trek Collective's decades of effort in preparing for the new solar ceremony will come to nothing. Since the moment I was brought to Solace Island as a child, I have never once seen the world beyond. In the Heliogyre's light, do I glimpse the universe, and in seeing life rejoice under my protection do I take comfort. This has long since become second nature to me, a part of my life. So now, what I bear is not glory, but burden, but duty. Arbiter, please, grant me this authority.
I respect what you wish to persist.
Soon, a great calamity will fall upon the High Roy. I will share all that I know of the Heliogyre with you. When you call, answer, I will.
Residual void matter corruption. That sound. Is it Buddy?
Save your strength for the calamity ahead, Arbiter. The children will help. The rite of return, the ritual that once sealed the calamity deep underground. Just now, the children have offered their strength. The Heliogyre can once again begin its rotation.
Useless fool! I told you to destroy the Heliogyre completely.
I'm sorry, but there's a reason for this. Some uninvited guests threw off the whole operation.
Save it. I don't at this point. Our entire plan has fallen apart because you screwed up. And to think, I went out of my way to get a pass for you to the new Federation.
No, I'm begging you, don't leave me here. I'll do anything.
Ugh. You're lucky the one at the top gave someone as pathetic as you one last chance. There's the other visitor in Bjarta Woods now. Could find her. Make sure she doesn't make it back to the collective.
Well, since Mentor is already headed to the Heliogyre, I'd best get started on what I can contribute. There are signs of void matter contamination in the plants and water. If I follow these traces, I should be able to find the source. Threat detected. Command mode engaged. Nearly tripped myself. Authorizing maximum output. All targets in sight. Found it. This must be where the contamination is coming from. Heavy encryption, but it's sloppy. There we go. Energy consumption increasing. A terminal. It's encrypted. The password can only be entered once. I could force it open like I did last time. I should look. Energy consumption increasing. It's a test chamber. There are two types based on Astrid's testimony from the nose. The newest password. Huh? Energy consumption increasing. This must be the device. It's consistent with. It seems all the device. The password can only be entered once. 7. Keeping the password like that. This is a Space Trek collective evaluation result. Proposal not approved. Thank you. It's a... So their plan wasn't just to disrupt the Heliogyre by unleashing the Void Storm.
Scientist, crippled. All I have to do is get rid of you!
I'm not really good at dealing with this kind of conversation. Access to this lab? Wearing Royan attire? You must be Ingvar, one of the successors to the Heliotic Six.
Heliotic Six. Just because of my resonance ability, would I be forced to spend my entire life trapped in that Heliogyre? They call it Aroya's highest honor. But did they ask? Everyone acts like they respect me. But the only one who truly wants to help me is that...
From outside the tribe?
Huh? What's that? I just know that person promised that if I placed the button, I'd finally escape.
You have no idea what you're doing, and no idea who you're aligning yourself with. This project proposal comes from the Space Trek Collective, dated 10 years ago. It outlines an idea to use the drive's emergency response mechanism to artificially make it fall from the sky. And the method for triggering this mechanism is to pollute the Solace Tree's root system with void matter, making the reactor drive determine that the Threnodian had breached the lock.
So, you're saying that because I dropped that device there, the drive is going to...
Morye, the heliogyre is operational again. We can get the reading, but something happening out there isn't right.
Yes. Once I handle something here, move aside, before the drive falls
You're just...
It's been a while since I've heard someone talk like that. Since I had these legs, anyway. I've been told that in situations like this...
Wait a second!
I should make my displeasure very clear. All right. Now it's about time I catch up with my mentor. Let's go, mentor. We need to get to Space Trek Collective quickly. The Fraxit has tricked Ingvar into working for them, but their real goal is to send the reactor drive crashing to the ground. I've already alerted the Academy to evacuate the... How are things on your end? Any danger?
All good. The heliogyre is back online. I now have direct contact with Sol Asylum and can relay the data you need for the new solar ceremony. It's time for the final step.
We're running out of time. I'll use my resonance ability to create a more efficient path. Please, hold on tight.
Huh?
The moment we launch Helios, we'll need the raw observational data from Sol Asylum. Are you ready?
Yes. The Shaper has already shared all the heliogyre's data with me. I can access it anytime. Everything's set. Let's complete our mission.
Where is Anselm at a time like this? Cody, Vance, examine the orbital status of...
Professor, do you really plan?
I understand your concern. This is my decision.
No need for that. We've established contact with the Roya tribe and obtained the drive's raw data. We can proceed with the new...
Did you just say you managed to obtain the data?
There's no need for us to continue pretending anymore. Warren, or should I say traitor, aligned with the Fraxitus.
That is a serious...
I know. I meant it to be. You must be very familiar with this device, Warren. You handcrafted it to avoid leaving usage records. A clever idea. But since it is a personal creation, the marks left behind are like fingerprints. These are your marks. They've betrayed your deeds. Warren, you've desecrated the hard work of everyone involved. Anselm's experiment accident. Your current position in the project. It seems the Fraxitus played a part...
That is a lot of assumption.
You're right. All I have right now are assumptions and once we've identified the suspects, we'll have... What I need in this moment is for you to step down as supervisor of this project. The one taking over. One more thing. Your subordinate provided us with some key evidence already.
You want me to testify against Professor Warren? That's practically perjury. Sure, I could work some verbal...
It is a dirty tactic, but it's effective in the limited time we have. Professor Mornier, you can keep this recording. If I'm... Or... Thank you. It's a...
How did that traitor manage to...
I have already notified the collective. The investigation will start soon. From here on out, Rover and I will be overseeing the launch procedure. Also... Rover, please input the drive.
Shaper, can you hear me?
Of course. To you.
And everything is ready. Let's commence with the new solar ceremony.
Pressure in the reaction chamber is stable.
Preparing to open the energy output anomalies.
Helios launch sequence initiating.
Void matter module calibration complete.
Core energy system operation normal.
Propulsion system primed and ready.
Helios is ready for launch.
Reburner ignition successful.
5, 4, 3, 2. Let our light shine in the sky.
Helios approaching target altitude. Progress 16%, 47%, 92%. Warning, light output decay exceeds expected rates.
Critical failure detected. Data reading compromised.
Responsive. Control program failure.
Cause found! The Hybatia detector signals are jammed.
Large-scale, highly concentrated void matter detected on the surface. It's surpassing the measurement.
Adjust the measurement location. What about high-powered void matter neutralizers? Oh, sorry. The launch failure is caused by the detector's inability to measure the drive's operating parameters. That's due to the high concentration of void matter interfering with the readings. There are two potential solutions. We could increase the detector's tolerance to void matter, or we could that's not realistic. High altitude. Do we have spares for Hivacia's measurement modules?
Yes. But what do you intend to do?
The eyes of the gods have failed us. So have our machines. Now, we move forward with our own hands.
Leave it to me.
As expected. The reactor drive is protected by aggressive exoswarm acting like the immune system. It appears to actively absorb surrounding void matter to maintain the drive's stability. Contact with its claws is highly hazardous. Be cautious. Modeling complete. Command mode engaged. Cover modules ready. All units fire. Correcting cluster.
Nowhere to hide.
I'm detecting strong energy signals from the target. Please be careful.
Be gone. Keep it together.
Assuming master control.
Swift and resolute. None shall whisper.
Stars, hear my queries. Maximum power. Command mode engaged. Locked in. Order executed. Correcting cluster.
Swift and resolute. One with the sounds. Keep it together.
All targets in sight. Some minor fixes will suffice. Nearly tripped myself. Hover modules ready. Guiding authorizing maximum output.
Swift and resolute. One with the sounds. You will obey.
Assuming master control. Some minor fixes will suffice. Some minor fixes will suffice. Watch its position, Mentor.
Keep it together. Keep it together. Last chance.
Assuming master control. Initiating max power output. Suppressing target. Suppression complete. Now's your chance. Assuming master control. Initiating criticality protocol. Modeling complete. Processing complete. Access confirmed. Attack confirmed.
Swift and resolute. Down with the curtain.
Approaching the target location. Preparing to receive data.
Automatic concentration is increasing. Abnormal expression detected in the reactor drive. Evacuate immediately. Repeat, evacuate immediately.
We have already come this far. So I'll take that final step myself. Pity. I don't want to say goodbye yet.
Data received. Analyzing. Professor Monnier, are you there? If you hear this, please respond.
The light just now. Mornier must have entered the reactor drive.
Rover, the Space Trek Collective is connected to your vehicle and will provide assistance. We can't reach Professor Mornier. You're our only hope now.
Leave it to me. I'll find her. Should be enough for what I need.
The light gets worse the closer we get.
Rover, the disturbances within the drive are growing unstable. Professor Mornier is being consumed by it.
Faster. I need to move faster. So,
Let's try out the Institute's new tech.
Do that?
Approaching the reactor drive. Diverting max power to the holocannons.
You've already done so much. Just leave the rest to me.
Are you leaving Lahairoi?
Yes. Sometimes, only by saying goodbye can there be progress and change. After all, even if I leave, Lahairoi will still continue forward on its own feet. Isn't that right?
Have I reached you this time, Mentor?
Report. Data analysis complete. Helios is operational again.
How wonderful. Sun. So beautiful.
Keep up!
Over here! First, the good news. They've crossed my name off the mental health watch list. I'm finally free! And the bad news. Since I kinda did some falsifying during the investigation, they said but since I did it to make sure the bad guy didn't get away with anything, and I actually helped out, the final verdict is I'll still have to stay on the mental health watch list for a while. Well, once you have your suspect, the rest is easy. But I do have Professor Mornier to thank. I guess that means it'll be harder to... Dr. Herson said she was overclocked for too long. Let's go check on her. I bet knowing we're thinking about her will help her bounce back faster.
Hello. May I ask if you are Rover? I'm here to inform you that Professor Mornier has just woken up. Please wait! Don't come in yet!
Sorry. I've gone through rehab before, and it's been a while since this happened. Don't worry. I can...
Professor Dr. Herson said you were in bad shape. It's great to see you've recovered a little.
To be honest, at that time, I didn't think I'd make it. But when I was drifting in and out of consciousness, I thought I saw a girl.
A light blue ring. Can you describe what you saw in more detail? It sounds like the girl Mornier saw is the same one. She's able to go up against the Thenodian herself and appear in the reactor drive. She's connected, figuring out who she is and what happened to her.
Rover? Rover! To celebrate Professor Mornier waking up and the crisis being averted, go for a ride! Nothing beats the wind on your face. The three of us still don't have a...
A photo under the new Helios. So...
Yes. Witnessing the rise of the new sun together. That's also the promise between the two of them. Let's go.
So, not bad, huh? Back in the day, whenever I was stressed about the future, hanging out here always made me feel a little better. Look, now we can just enjoy the breeze without a care in the world.
I used to think that when I saw this view, I'd cry because my wish would be fulfilled. But now, when I see Helios's light pouring over the land, with the ancient frostlands and people who've been here for only a few decades sharing the same warmth, I just think, what a beautiful sight.
Well, let's scream that from the rooftops! To freedom!
To civilization.
To new beginnings.
3 days ago, when Helios was launched, we registered an unexpected spike in void matter concentrations near Hyvatia. We're still unsure what triggered the surge, but after comparing the waveforms with the device Professor Mornier brought back, we suspect it was an artificially induced void storm. And we found you unconscious close by.
Dr. Herson, I really can't remember anything.
You can relax. Professor Lucilla has already given you the clear. You're not a suspect. I'm just here for protective oversight. Acting as your personal bodyguard, you might say.
Aren't you the campus doctor?
A doctor's duty, isn't it? But there is one thing I need your testimony on. Before you fainted, who did you see?
Good day, gentlemen. Hyvatia's routine maintenance has been completed.
Who's that? Oh, never mind. No time to think about that. Dr. Herson, the Academy's review committee thinks that what I've said is unbelievable. Before I passed out, I saw myself.
It seems my hastily chosen pawn has proven to be utterly ineffectual. It appears I'll have to add the final flourish to push the story to its climax. But no matter, no matter. I'll simply chalk this up as a poor judgment call. A band of fools who enacted a farce. Oh, such a pity, though. With this piece expended, the chapter where the girl forms her bond with a Threnodian must be delayed. But that is a tale to be savored later, right?
Mentor, the wind may have... Mentor, the wind may have messed you.
I will be there for everyone. As we head toward our shared future, I will be there for everyone. As we head toward our shared future, leaving the past behind. I will be there for everyone. My symptoms have stopped for now, but whatever drained my frequency is still somewhere in the High Roy. The only thing I haven't surveyed yet is the Exostrider out in the Frostlands. The Roy's Trine myth likely mentions it. This lecture could be my chance to find a clue.
Now, we reach the second epoch of the Royan Trine myth, the Sacred Reactor Epoch. After Baldur, the sun's incarnation, had sealed the foreign divinity Huthrungur, the Frostlands fell into an endless dream. Assistant Navora, would you continue?
Okay. This section, it describes how the Exostrider used its greatsword to seal the Threnodian behind the Strider Gate. The records say both the Exostrider and the Threnodian traveled through. The Threnodian pushed the Exostrider to the brink of defeat. But at that moment, for reasons unknown, the Exostrider's reactor drive flared with blinding light.
And it found the strength to raise its sword and seal the Threnodian away. The High Roy was saved. What a relief. Hi. Nice to meet you. I'm Imeth from Rebel College, same as you. First time seeing you in class. Trying to collect credits from all 4 departments? That's ambitious. Welcome to the academic quagmire.
Imeth. I never got the chance to thank you.
Thank me?
The day the Eye of the Thenodian appeared.
Did I?
She doesn't sound like she's lying. Then how?
A synchronist. A freshman.
What's so funny?
Oh, don't mind me. I'm just not used to seeing you like this. I mean, look at you. Something's missing, though. Oh, I know! A uniform! The Academy still hasn't issued you one? They're painfully slow sometimes.
Imeth?
I have to go. Gotta run, Professor!
Rover, let's try to channel that enthusiasm into listening. Do come see me in my... Assistant Navora, if you would.
Sigrika, could you come to the library with me?
Okay. Hey, did you notice the new student? The one who kept talking to himself during class.
Rover, something happened during class, didn't it? So a girl named Imeth just got up and left the lecture hall. I never expected to hear that name again. Certainly not like this. Perhaps you've just had a run-in with a ghost. After all, you were the only one who saw her.
President Lucilla, what do you know about her?
Stay at Rebel College long enough, and you'll eventually hear her name mentioned. Though it's a story from over a decade ago now. Imeth was a synchronist. Brilliant, popular. Professors had high hopes for her. Then, during a piloting drill, she simply vanished. She climbed into a simulator with the others, but when the cockpit reopened, hers was empty. Intrigued? Want to go find her? Of course. You're exactly the type to get pulled into Imeth's story. To see someone who vanished years ago, presumed dead, lingering around the academy. The figment of your imagination. She disappeared from the Synchrolink training grounds. The academy turned it inside out at the time and found nothing. But if you're... I expect you'll dig up some new surprises for us.
Solaskin. What could they be doing here? That's Solaskin. It's headed straight for the Synchroling training grounds.
Ah, you're early.
If you got time, be sure to show me that.
Isn't it a bit weird to wear your piloting suit for class in
Can you
another
keep
department?
up?
Is that about
My frequency loss. It's getting worse.
And nope. Still on the fritz. How are you feeling?
I'm okay. After that mech flew off, I felt less of my frequency bleeding out. That mech's frequency felt like the presence from the rift back in Honami City. Imeth, that mech only left after it saw you. After you clashed with it. That's twice you've saved me. Each time I'm left with more questions than answers. They say you're the Extra Strider synchronist who's been missing for over 10 years. And your hand back there.
Me? I'm not the Exostrider synchronist now. I'm its resonator. I just died first. Call me a digital ghost. Plus years back, the underground seal broke. The Threnodian on the other side of the Strider Gate was about to swallow Lahai Roy. I was still a student. My sync with the Exostrider hadn't hit 100% yet. But there was no other choice. The Exostrider was still sleeping. So I had to do something unorthodox.
So you overclocked yourself to try to resonate with it.
Yup. Impressive, right? I woke the big guy up. If only for a second. The seal held. The crisis averted. Everyone I cared about, they made it out okay. But it was too much for me. My body couldn't take it and got totally torn apart. So yeah, I died. But I'm still here, just floating around. I've been a little invisible. Well, a lot invisible. To everyone until you. You can see me now because of this little guy. The Exostrider's reactor core. My existence is kind of tethered to it now. Think of it as my heart. Even as a digital ghost, I never stopped trying to pull myself back together, to get back to reality. There's something I gotta do, and I gotta be the Exostrider's true resonator to see it through. But our resonance started with an overclock. The power I got was unstable from the get-go. I've spent years building it back up with this core. The Solaskin have been my little helpers too. Then, not long ago, you ended up with it. That became your backstage pass to seeing me.
Not long ago.
Bingo! Since then, the core has become energy stored inside you. This is the first time I managed to make it solid. Took me a bit to figure out the trick.
Then it was you.
You and that junior of yours were always close. We even crossed paths a few times back when I was still... well, around. Of course I'd help.
A junior of mine.
Oh, and by the way, when you charged in to save Professor Mornier, you looked pretty cool. All right, no more teasing. But I mean it. No matter what, you always choose to save. And to me, that's the coolest thing in the world. The most beautiful. Anyway, back to business. The reactor core is tied to Sigillum. That's the mech that attacked you. It's like those void worms you fought. Made mostly of Exostrider parts, but corrupted. contaminated by Threnodian void matter. Sigillum stole a chunk of my power. That threw a wrench in my whole reassembling myself project. Now it's after the core too. Since Sigillum holds this piece of the Exostrider's power, it can't be killed completely as long as the Exostrider and I exist. Now, it can only be me who stops it. And since just touching the thing makes your frequency drain, taking it down should plug your leak too. Plus, I get my power back. Win-win. But see what it's doing to me? Even with you holding the core, I keep flickering in and out. 1 second I can touch you, the next I'm fading right through. So annoying. So will you help? You've got the core, and the reactor drive is wrecked. I can't do this alone. Also, I've noticed, when the core is in your hand, it runs faster.
I can tell you're leaving a few things out, Imeth. Still, you helped me and a lot of people in the High Roy. That's enough for me to trust you. What do you need me to do?
Existence is the imprint life leaves behind. Being remembered, talked about, and seen. All the places I went when I was alive bear those imprints. The core's running lets me find and record those frequencies. These little cuties have been my scouts. And they'll be our guides now, too. Pretty easy, huh? All you gotta do is carry the core and follow our lead.
I'll do it.
Alrighty. Thanks in advance, study buddy. The Soliskin went down the lift. Let's follow.
Before we go, I need to contact Mornier. The reactor drive was Lahai Roy's son. If I'm using the core, the Academy will want to know. Imith definitely glossed over some things, like what happened during our After years of drifting like this.
Has something happened, Mentor? I see. So the reactor drive's core survived the crash. It must be the key to reactivating the Exostrider. Of course, then the official stance is that it be returned. Star Torch Academy and the Roya would both agree on that. But as you said, curiosity...
Mornier?
My. Already caused a stir in the training grounds. Color me impressed. I'll have people clean up the aftermath. You can carry on as you see fit.
You were monitoring my...
You're a person of special interest. Of course.
We?
Yes, we. The space... I'll handle the debate between the Institute and the Academy about the core. This is a matter of prior... But when you're done with your business, I'll need you... You didn't mention it to Mornier, but...
President Lucilla, I don't appreciate being interrogated over a tapped line.
My apologies. As the one responsible for this academy, matters related to the Exostrider tend to cloud my judgment. After the incident with Warren, we upgraded safety protocols on public lines. No more overstepping. Here is a peace offering. I've granted you full clearance. Passes for the Starboard Riseway. Archive access. I'll also personally apologize to How's that, Rover?
Why is the Space Trek Collective pushing this so hard?
You should know. You have a past in Lahiroy, and you have some kind of connection with the Exostrider. The Twilight Epoch, the unending winter described in Royan legend. The threat of the Threnodian Aleph 1 is growing. We need the Exostrider awakened. We've always trusted you to stand with us in this matter. You know where to find me if you need anything, Rover.
The Solace Kent is leading us to the auditorium first. Look! A laser sword! Pretty cool, right? Got a long bucket list.
Power levels. Precision calibration. Combat.
Can you keep up? The new solar celebration is almost here. I wonder what they'll put on this time. By then, exams will be over, and we'll finally get a long break. Ah, vacation. What's not to look forward to? Can you keep up?
Told you, there are tons of Fleet Snowfluff fans at the Academy.
I just hope the fan meeting goes smoothly and everyone...
Told you, there are tons...
Oh, hello. Are you here for the Fleet Snowfluff fan meeting?
She's a singer.
But her site hasn't been updated in over 10 years. She posted one last demo, and that...
Don't be such a downer. Maybe she just graduated and moved on to bigger things. Probably never showed her face to keep her life private. Doesn't matter. We still have her music. Here, even if you're not a fan, you should give her a listen. I'm new here, but even I was hooked when I first heard her songs.
Nice print. A fan meeting. Huh, come on. Let's follow the Solaskin and see what's going on in the auditorium.
Told you, there are tons of Fleet Snowfluff fans at the Academy.
I just hope the fan meeting goes smoothly.
drafts. Finally got this poster ready.
While the moon cycles, I remain the anchor.
After scrapping so many drafts, I finally
The
got
fan meeting merch made it on time. Thank.
What? Oh, just a habit of mine. Waving, chatting, going to class. It makes me feel like I'm still alive. If I stop, I might forget what it felt like to be human. Call it a self-reminder.
Fleet Snowfluff.
Yep, that's me. But don't say my alias out loud. It's embarrassing.
So you weren't just a synchronist. You had a whole other life here.
Just one of my many hobbies. I was into photography, gaming, movie nights with friends. Figured you only get to be a student for a few years. And I wasn't the ambitious researcher type. I wanted to soak it all up while I could. I tried a little bit of everything. I just wanted a happy, carefree life. Who knew I'd end up as a ghost, stuck as a student for 10 more years? How awful is that? Wait, does this mean I'm never gonna graduate? Hope so. Guess everyone needs something to hold on to. It's good to have a little hope. But I have to say, it's really moving to hear people talk about my songs after all this time. I wrote those for myself, you know? Never expected so many people to care. But if they made someone feel something, joy, pain, anything, that makes me really happy. Hey, listen. Hear that song playing in the auditorium? That's the unfinished demo I left on my site. What a shame. I really should have finished that before the training run. Now it's my little musical epitaph. Let's go. The Soliscan is calling us.
Is that the student rep from Rebel College? That's one bold speech.
Is she giving a welcome speech or recruiting for a space adventure club? Uh-oh, the professors look upset.
But she made a good point, didn't she? Isn't that passion the entire reason we're here? To explore whatever's out there again.
Imeth, right? I remember her sync test scores were off the charts. We might be looking at this year's prime Exostrider candidate.
Don't be so sure. Heard about her extracurriculars. Put nicely, she's quite the dabbler. Put bluntly, she doesn't take anything seriously.
Potential is still potential. She's brilliant. She just needs guidance.
May we one day walk among the stars, to touch with our own hands a universe so cold, so real, and so breathtakingly beautiful. That's all from me. If I keep going, my credits this year might be in danger. It's an amazing feeling to be here at Star Torch Academy, and to know I'll be sharing this journey into the great unknown with all of you. As a student, I can't wait to start this new chapter of my life. There's just one thing missing today. I wish my family could be here in the crowd to hear this. So, to him, I want to say, I'm doing great, and I'm happy. Everything is just as you hoped it would be. So please, don't worry about me.
Looking back, I really do miss those days. Star Torch Academy is a nice place. I mean, I caused my fair share of trouble, but the professors never turned me away from lectures.
You saved Lahai Roy, Imeth. But you paid for it with your future. And no one even knows.
Maybe a little. But it's fine. Loneliness doesn't kill. Besides, I still have plenty to keep myself busy with. I wish I could have been there. At graduation. To hug my friends and wish them all the happiness in the world. The Solace can head it outside. Let's catch up. If it's leaving the campus, it's probably going to the Frostlands. Right, we'll need to take the Starward Riseway.
That place above the sword.
Yes, a frozen, silent plain, white with endless snow. The place where the Exostrider finally sank into slumber. Our next stop is the Starward Riseway. When I was a kid, I once hid in the Starward Riseway and made it to the Frostlands all by myself.
Bold even as a child.
Hope we don't run into bad weather.
Hee hee.
Everyone confirm you've got...
Have you got your thermal jacket on?
Cold?
I'm fine. What about you?
Between you and me, ghosts can't feel the cold. The snow. It's so beautiful.
What a coincidence to run into you here. This is a pleasant surprise.
Oh, it's Dr. Luke. When he's around, just pretend I'm not here. Otherwise, you look like a weirdo talking to thin air. You should hide too, okay? This is our secret journey.
You know him?
He's the school doctor. All the students know him. I didn't super well, but I do know that he's been in Lehigh Roy for a long time, and...
You came to the Frostlands for the Exostrider? I'm headed the same way. I've got to check in on some researchers stationed out here on long-term fieldwork. Having a guide might make the trip a little easier. What do you say? Let me help you modify your bike. There are quite a few waterways, and its current setup might not handle them well.
You know how to modify bikes.
You pick up a few things when you come here as often as I do.
Oh, I used to love riding. My friends even called me the Speed Queen. Though that was usually while they were white-knuckling the seat and screaming.
Look at this place. Hard to believe it, but years ago, all of this was a lush green forest. Back then, the Roya were nomads, the true natives of Lehigh Roy, who walked in step with nature itself.
Was it the lament that changed it into Frostlands?
Yes. It triggered a magnetic pole shift. From then on, Lehigh Roy became the new pole. lament wasn't the only cataclysm stirring back then. In the past, we had already reached the stars, but at some point, the etheric sea spread to cover all of Solaris. From that moment on,
the universe locked its doors. We couldn't verify whether the sky above us was real or just a reflection.
countless spacecraft were lost. Our space exploration programs were abandoned, and space became out of reach. But times have changed. Since its founding, the goal of Star Torch Academy has been to use the Exostrider to explore space, whether through the Etheric Sea or the Strider Gate.
I understand the Etheric Sea part, but the Strider Gate?
You know Lahairoy's history? Both the Exostrider and the Threnodian first came to Solaris through the Strider Gate. The Academy has its theories, but here are two you might find interesting. The Strider Gate is a gateway to outer space, and Aleph 1 is a Threnodian alien to Solaris. With a gateway like that, of course we want to open it. But to pass through, we must awaken the Exostrider and be prepared to face Aleph 1 head-on. I've long believed that Aleph 1 poses a far greater threat beyond void storms and void worms. With other Threnodians, we can at least glean clues of their nature from their places of origin and the civilizations they emerge from. But Aleph 1... our knowledge remains blank. So many dream of being the Voyager who returns from the stars, the first to walk the cosmos once more. But in all these years, no one has succeeded. The Etheric Sea phenomenon cast us into isolation, but it also gave birth to all our dreams of what could lie beyond. And those dreams are still alive today.
Dr. Herson?
Just call me Luke. It has a nicer ring to it, no?
Then, Luke, you asked about my feelings in the Academy. What about yours? How long have you been here?
About 20 years. I was a traveler before that, seeing what Solaris had to offer. But then a friend asked me to come to Lahairoy, to keep an eye on things here for him. The students make it easy. Watching them find their way is its own reward.
You see that? Ancient life forms, frozen right into the ice walls. Millennia frozen in a single moment. Preserved so perfectly you could almost see what they used to be. To be stuck like this forever. Kind of miserable, don't you think?
Must be around here.
Someone's ahead. That voice.
one who was talking to you.
Whoopsies.
Oh, and Dr. Herson. You are...
Just my routine checks on the field researchers. Rover here has their own business to attend to. What about you, Miss Navora? Chasing more fallen debris?
Yes, exactly. I heard the Frostlands have been experiencing changes since Helios was launched. I had a hypothesis that new debris fields might have been exposed.
Debris?
Space equipment that fell from the sky long ago. Probes, satellites, and even space stations. Some previous digs unearthed wreckage containing records lost during the lament. Oh, and images. Photos taken in orbit of other planets. They were absolutely breathtakingly beautiful. Oh, sorry. I got carried away. Thank you. Sometimes I'll just start info dumping. I know it's not the best. The universe. What secrets is it hiding behind all those infinite stars? I really want to know. Anyway, in short, I came here. The data on the instrument shows there's a...
Run!
I knew it! There had to have been undiscovered debris in this area. It must have been sealed in the ice wall all this time.
Luke, Navora, you alright?
Oh, I'm good. Perks of being a ghost, you know?
I'm so sorry. It's my fault for putting everyone in danger.
The collapse was an accident. We're all okay, so don't blame yourself. But the way we came in is completely blocked.
Scaling that ice wall? It's too high, too risky. I'd rather not have a student on that climb. I've contacted the Academy. They're sending a rescue team. Once Navora is safely returned, we'll set out again.
Hey, little guy here says our next stop is deep in the ice.
What about waiting inside the station? It's freezing out here, and another collapse is possible.
I agree.
Rover on the team, a quick recon.
Hey, question. Before you...
What do you mean?
Like, traveling with a crew, seeing the sights, stumbling into trouble, then going your separate ways. Like a classic road trip movie, you know? Nice. Looks like this time I get a co-starring role. Amazing. Let's keep going, study buddy.
There's a collapsed entry point over there, but it's blocked. Some kind of...
The Exostrider sleeps in these frostlands. Void storm activity can make local frequencies unstable with fluctuating void matter levels. Oh, taking this opportunity, let me grant...
That must have...
Let's move to an area with a stronger signal. This module adapter was developed by Star Torch Academy for Frostland expeditions. Give it a try. Compared to other debris fields, this station is in much better shape.
It's... amazing.
Back in Mount Firmament, I saw characters like this. They belonged to the court of Savante. This is...
Welcome aboard the Skyark. I'm Wenlu, your guide for today's tour. Teachers, please stay with your assigned groups and ensure this one-day tour goes smoothly. Please direct your attention here. This containment unit holds droplets of the etheric sea itself. As you know, the etheric sea suddenly appeared above Solaris one day. During that initial event, the court of Savante briefly glimpsed a figure of a white-haired woman. She vanished in an instant, leaving countless puzzles in her wake. What is the etheric sea? What does it do? And why does it appear? The court of Savante conducts research here at Skyark to seek answers to these questions. Next, please scan your clearance with the system and follow me in an orderly manner. We will now proceed to the central deck. Awaiting us is this station's most significant breakthrough, a mass relay device powered by a stabilized sample.
A sample of the etheric sea? If it's part of the fallen debris, can it be? This research started before the phenomenon first appeared? Oh my, this is an absolutely incredible discovery! Thank my lucky stars I came to the Frostlands today.
That guide was probably a hologram frozen in the system's memory. Huh. Those brilliant minds in the Institute will be wetting themselves over this.
One-day tour, huh? From the way she spoke, the visitors must have been school kids. Guess hopping a shuttle into orbit wasn't a big deal back then.
The containment unit looks custom-made too. Transporting those samples safely would have been a massive logistical operation. Huh. Court of Savante Space Station. This is an exceptionally rare find. The Academy has recovered other debris from this era. The systems have enough common architecture for me to manage a basic reboot. As for the Court of Savante's characters, let's just say I developed an interest in it, under unique circumstances.
The characters in that pin, they're Court of Savante letters.
I obtained it by chance. In fact, it happens to involve you. But this isn't the place for that story. When we're back at the Academy, come by the infirmary. I'll explain then. After all, it is a long story.
Ooh, sounds mysterious. I want to hear the story too. Please. Pretty please. Fair point. Don't forget I can even sneak into your terminal.
Everyone, this way please. The visitor registration system is here.
An unexpected discovery.
Welcome aboard the Sky Ark space station. It's an honor to share this vessel of...
The clearance we got won't grant us access to the entire station. We'll need to register again later. Also, while the hull looks intact, the system is reading several parameters in the red. Could be the etheric sea's droplets affecting the surroundings, spreading through the station.
Hopefully this helps.
That flowing sphere is the mass relay device, with the etheric sea as its core. Let's check the console. With the droplets dispersed, some space station sectors have become unstable. This mass relay device shares the same origin as the droplets. It can stabilize them, and also punch a corridor to other sectors. Incredible that it has such capabilities.
The hatch over there is back to normal.
Interesting. Feels different from how I usually move. doorway's blocked. Let's try the module adapter.
Here. Hello? Digital Ghost, remember? Hacking this is easy. Welcome to I Me Maps.
Remnants of the past. Cherish every gain.
Star, everyone! What a leap!
Oh, come on.
Track system activated. Done. This track was used to transport experimental samples from space. The storage facility should be just ahead. Activated. Done. This track was used to transport experimental samples from space. The storage facility should be just ahead. Activated. Done. This track was used to transport experimental samples from space. The storage facility should be just ahead.
These containment units hold star fragments and etheric sea droplets, all collected in EVA missions by our very own Uncle Clement, who just gave you a tour. It's exhausting work. After each mission, he requires a full cycle in a recovery pod. Let's thank Uncle Clement, and then gather here. Now, please welcome Project Director Junshi to give us an overview of the Etheric Sea Initiative.
By now, you will have experienced our mass relay device.
It is a first major breakthrough and definitive proof of our theory that etheric sea can be utilized as a gateway.